Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 8, read.
6 man. Check curls.
Rock it.
And whoa, he's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Down. 70, Indy.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, McMahon. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McMahon going up top. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McMahon. Throw left side complete. That's Norris. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
No, check. Hey, let's go. Let's go, team.
Operating from the gun, McMahon. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slip.
From the gun, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just get a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Here we go. 30 base.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down. Motion. Watch him. Watch out. Mike's 57.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, wahoo!
57. Mike, 55.
Second and 15. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
58 to Mike.
5. Go. Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Watch the run. This shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Second and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch his flat.
Get.
From the gun, McMahon. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the screen.
Hey, orbit. Protein spill.
57. Now watch one. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready?
To throw again, Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3 down. Hey, check Mike 33. Here we go, D.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, team 6. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Go. 10-2 stop.
I'm scared.
Smooth.
2.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready? 60 or.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. McMahon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check 52's the mark. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMahon.
Here we go.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, McMahon. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Cohen. $35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deontay Burnett as time expires in the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Slam.
Yes.
Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check tight.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sione Takitaki make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. And
inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Five. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Yeah, we got to get this stop here, D.
Spike 3. 218. Chopper. Five.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Especially when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Hey, Zoo, hit it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
To the ground and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Throwing again, Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On the double.
57. I got you. I got
Smooth.
57's right. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
36.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, McMahon, the screen pass here to Cohen. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Any weapons? Go!
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On fourth down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, exit. 57. Here we go.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On first and 10, Lawrence gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, box drop. Hit it.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Down. 15 line. 6-6. Bullet high.
Come on, QB, come on.
Ready.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the